Hey everybody, thought I'd give a little update on the 31. Let's see, got my air filter on. Everybody says, well, a lot of people say don't run the air filter, not supposed to have an air filter, blah blah blah. This is one of the wire mesh. It's not really a filter, more of a keep the rocks out of the carburetor kind of a thing. Anyway, got my new exhaust gasket on. Changed the oil. Oil was looking a little milky, and it was new, so still need to fire it up and run it up to temperature. But yeah, I'll get that done probably tonight. Anyway, got the rear end torn apart. The rear hubs, anyway. I got to send it off and get the brakes done. I pulled out all the brake parts that were included with this thing out of this bin, and it was just a pile of nuts and bolts and pieces and parts, and I have no idea how it goes back together. I do have the Les Andrews, I guess. Yeah, these books right here, Les Andrews books. But after having everything out on the table, it was just a mystery. They really way over-engineered this, and there was no way I was going to get it done. Well, I could get it done, but it would take me months, because what would happen is I'd start putting the brakes together, then I'd be short a spring or a bolt or some minor part, then I'd have to order it, wait a week, get to a certain point, layer 3 of 5 layers or whatever, and I'd be missing a bolt or a nut or a spacer or whatever. I'd have to order it. There's another week. So this would drag on weeks and weeks and weeks. Probably, it would take me probably 2 months to get the brakes together, and I don't have that kind of time. But the bummer with that is I got it all packed up here, and the estimate to do the brakes is $900 to $1,600 to do the rear brakes. And that's the bummer, but just going to have to bite the bullet and do it. But anyway, on a lighter note, I took the rear wheels off, because those are new, the wheels and tires. Put them on the front. The drums were new. Everything on the front brakes is new. So, but the guy that did it before me, he didn't paint the drums. So I had to wire wheel the drums, got those painted, got the rear wheels on. They're new with powder coat. And I got the other wheels off. I got to pull the tires and tubes and everything out of those and take them in and get them powder coated, which I don't know if it's open during this coronavirus hoax they got going on, or whatever. And so got to do that, and hopefully by the time I can get those done, I'll get the brakes done, get them back, put them back on, and have this thing able to run down the road. And then after that, come over to this side. I got to get that wiring mess figured out, because I think that goes to the tail lights and maybe the headlights, because this is all just kind of a mess. And so I got to figure that out, but shouldn't be too tough. There's not a lot of wiring on these. So anyway, there's that update on this guy, and yeah, it should be down the road in about a month or so. Got it pushed over to the side, so that way I can work on other stuff. And in case you notice, I got my projector here, just like in high school, and I'm gonna try to pencil in a front end of a Chevy truck up there on the wall. See how that goes, and hopefully it isn't a total mess, because I don't want to have to paint over it and have to do it a few times, but I'll get it figured out. But got this thing fired up. It's working. That thing's going. Got to get the other Ford in here and do the starter and replace a rotor, and yeah, I think that's about it. But anyway, yep, there it is. Little update for you. Catch me later, America.